Hi friends, today we are going to read about our Darkling Beetles, and I'm in FOSS and I clicked on the PDF version, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click to the table of contents, and it's Darkling Beetle, so I'm going to go ahead and write down here, I'm going to click to it, and then I have my page. I'm also going to make it full screen to make it a little bit easier. Now as we are reading this, we are going to be thinking about filling out this when we're done. So you're going to want to write 3 things that are important, 2 things that you learned, and 1 question you have. So as you're listening, you want to try to keep in your head, you might want to take it down in your notebook, or you might want to have your split screen up. And remember this, nice and big in red, please answer in complete sentences. So 3 things that are important, 2 things you learned, and 1 question that you have. Alright, Darkling Beetles. Darkling beetles are insects. They live in almost every part of the world, from the desert to the rainforest. There are many different kinds. In North America alone, there are 1,400 kinds of darkling beetles. That is a lot. One kind of darkling beetle is a tenebreo. The adult tenebreo beetle is about 1.9 centimeters long. It is dark brown to black and usually lives in dark, dry places. Like other insects, the darkling beetle has 6 legs, ooh, we saw that, and 3 body parts. These parts are the head, thorax, and abdomen. So you've got the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. Like other beetles, it has 2 pairs of wings. The front wings cover and protect the back wings and abdomen. Even with wings, darkling beetles cannot fly. So these structures here, so these 2 things, remember we saw they look like round things, they are wings, and in 2 sets, the front wings cover the underneath wings, but they still can't fly. I wonder why they have them. Life cycle. The darkling beetle goes through 4 stages in its life cycle. The stages are egg, larva, pupa, and adult beetle. We did not see the egg stage. We started with the larva stage. Female beetles lay 500 to 1,000 eggs at a time. That is a lot of babies. The eggs at 1 millimeter are almost too small to see. Tiny larvae hatch from the eggs in about a week. So remember, this is the larvae. The larvae of the tenebreo beetles are yellow gold color. They are called mealworms, but they are not worms at all. Interesting. The larvae eat cereals and grains. They grow to a length of 3 centimeters. The larvae molt, shed through their tough outer skin several times in order to grow. That was one of the questions we have. Why did they molt? And a lot of you got that in order to grow, get bigger. After about 3 months, the larvae change into pupa. The pupa is a resting stage. The insect's body begins to change into an adult beetle. The pupa stage lasts about 2 weeks. Then the beetle comes out as an adult. This cycle of changes is called complete metamorphosis. So this is a resting phase. Remember, it moved a little, but not a lot. And then we have, this is what we were watching in our videos. Characteristics. Darkling beetles inherit most of their characteristics from their parents. Darkling beetles get their size and color from their parents. They get their head, antenna, thorax, and 6 legs from their parents. Some characteristics are caused by environment. Okay, so this first paragraph, these are all the things they get from their parents. Now the second paragraph I see from the main idea sentence, some characteristics are caused by the environment. These are all the things that change because of where they live. Things can happen to change how a beetle looks. If a beetle gets into a fight, it might lose a piece of wing cover. It could even lose a leg. The beetle looks different. If the beetle becomes a parent, what will its offspring look like? Will they have a broken wing, covers, and 5 legs? No. Changes like these are caused by the environment. They are not passed on to the offspring. So if something is changed like this from this paragraph, from paragraph 2, when they have babies or offspring, that's not passed on. What's passed on is what's in this first paragraph. In the natural environment, the tenero beetles live in grasslands where there are plenty of seeds. They also make their homes near humans. They get into cupboards, pantries, and chicken farms. For this reason, darkling beetles might be thought of as a pest, but they are harmless to humans. Harmless means they do not hurt us, just like the basking shark that we read about. Darkling beetles inherit most of their characteristics from their parents. So this is the picture of the environment one, but might have gotten a fight and lost its wing here. So that won't be given to the offspring. Now, if you want to read, here's some more about the other beetles, and this is on page 104 of your book. And then this chart I want to talk about. It says, thinking about organisms on Earth. This is the estimated numbers of kinds of organisms. What does this bar graph tell you about the number of different kinds of organisms on Earth? Well, first I have to know what I'm looking at. So this means estimated numbers, so they're doing a close guess of each of the different kinds of organisms. Now, if you want to see the organisms, it's mammals, reptiles, birds, fish, plants, and insects. So this is about 4,000 different kinds, 7,000 different kinds, 8,600 different kinds, 20,000 different kinds, 260,000 different kinds, and 1 million different kinds of insects. So what does this bar tell us? What are there most of in our world here? That's right, insects. Insects. And if you notice, the smallest part is mammals, and humans are actually mammals. So most of all the kinds of organisms on Earth are insects. Alright, so your assignment today is to fill this out. There's no right or wrong answers on this one. I'm going to be looking for complete sentences. I'm going to be looking for information that's from the text. So I don't want you to have anything that you know. I want it from the text. So if you wanted to go back and read it, it is in your, I'll change it, it's in your FOSS book. And it's pages 102 to I'll put 105. So if you needed to go back, or you can rewind the video too. But remember, I want complete sentences, capital letters, periods, and make sure it makes sense.